Hello internet, welcome to Lex Universe. So, you wanna go to Kyrgyzstan, right? Well, that's why you click on this video, right? Or did you want to see me? In that case, I'm very honored. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to me, and if you already have, then thank you very much. You made my day, I love you, and stay tuned. In this video I will tell you everything that you need to do in case you want to get to Kyrgyzstan early 2021. Actually, it's not that many things that you need to go through, so I will get through the administrative part quite quickly, and then I will tell you some tips that may come in handy if you ever want to go to this Central Asian country. So if you're interested in that, let's go. First of all, I really apologize for kind of this aerial sound in the background, because I had to move out from my apartment, and right now this is kind of halfway done here, so really sorry for that. But I guess you're not interested in my personal life, so let's dive in. And let's start with the entry requirements. And well, long story short, there are none. I mean, it really depends where you come from, but if you're a citizen of, like, I would say 90% of the countries around the world, you're free to enter Kyrgyzstan for some time. I would say like 30 days or 90 days, something like that. The only obstacle here is that you will need to get the COVID test, and also the flights to Bishkek from all around the world are quite limited. There are very few airlines that actually fly to Bishkek, and in most cases you cannot fly via Russia, so you will I would say that your best bet is to fly with Turkish or Pegasus via Istanbul, and that's exactly my case, so I hope you will enjoy this. Now, when you compare traveling to Kyrgyzstan with all other places where you can travel right at this moment, which is not that many around the world, but when you compare it, then traveling to Kyrgyzstan is actually quite simple. The only thing that you need is to get the negative PCR test. I mean, any test, but it needs to be negative for you to be able to enter Kyrgyzstan, of course. You can enter the country in one of these international airports in the country, Bishkek, Osh, Isikul, maybe some other. And you can also enter using some road border crossings from January 2021. But other than that, you don't really need to worry about anything. There are still some restrictions in Kyrgyzstan, or at least in some of the places, and you should be aware of them and you should check them in advance. Remember that most of the restrictions are being withdrawn right now, and in most places around Kyrgyzstan you're free to go everywhere you want, and most of the establishments are actually open. You cannot host some mass events, but I'm not sure why would you want to do something like that in Kyrgyzstan. So if you're traveling there as a tourist, then I don't think you will be experiencing any problems really. Just keep in mind, just like some restaurants are limited at 50% of the capacity, but I believe right now there are many places all around the world, like the Maldives or very recently Seychelles, that allow foreigners to enter, but they are so popular and everybody's going there, and I haven't heard about anyone going to Kyrgyzstan right now. So if you want to travel to Kyrgyzstan right now, the chances are you really won't need to worry about 50% of capacity of restaurants. But I'm super excited to go there, so let's go. So the chances are that you will be needing a PCR test when you want to travel back from Kyrgyzstan, which is my case because the Czech Republic does require it. So I will need to get some lab in Bishkek for the testing. Also, we intend to rent a car in Kyrgyzstan, and we will be traveling all around. So if you need the test prior to your departure from Kyrgyzstan, you will probably need to stay some time in Bishkek. And I'm actually doing like this, that we will travel for 10 days all around Kyrgyzstan, and then I will stay for 1 week in Bishkek, and I will work for my company remotely from a hotel room, and then I will explore the city of Bishkek in the afternoon. But the reason why I'm saying this is if you need this test before you leave Kyrgyzstan, don't plan your last day to be somewhere in the Tian Shan mountains, because you will probably not get there. I will show you now two sites where you can book your PCR tests online. In Bishkek, it costs some 2,400 som, which is roughly $28, so very affordable. Right, so I have two sites here. This is the first one, Aqualab, and the second one, Intelmed. Another thing, man, their help. So I'm not sure which one I will choose. It probably doesn't matter that much. I'll see. They're actually. I'm sorry, my Russian is not like the greatest, but. And they're actually offering that they will take the sample from you somewhere in the house for 600 som, which is not bad. Yeah, here's the price, 2,390. They have quite a lot of sample gathering places in Bishkek. Right, so here I can probably order. I think I will order this one because it's very comfortable. But they will want a telephone. But I will get a phone number in Bishkek probably when I arrive, so I'll have to do this. I will leave you the link in the description down below. You can make an appointment there. I guess it's possible that it's also somewhere in English. No? It doesn't matter. You can just translate it to English if you want. Not a problem. So that was kind of useful, right? So that's entry requirements actually. You don't need any vaccination, although, well, like COVID vaccine would be very useful. Wink, wink. I'm sorry, really lame. So that's kind of a good thing, but I still decided I will buy a few things. So let me show you what I, well, recommend myself to bring, but, well, you can find it handy as well. Sorry. Well, it will probably be snowing in Kyrgyzstan, so you may be wondering why I'm wearing my sunglasses. Not to mention the fact that I'm departing in a few days, so it's pretty lame. But it really depends where you go, but if you have the similar plans like I do, then you will probably spend a lot of time in very high mountains. So, well, don't forget your sunglasses and also some sunscreen because, well, unless it will be raining all the time, which it quite probably will, then you will need some sun protection. And don't forget that you don't need sunscreen only when you're traveling to Africa. So from what I was able to figure out, or from what I heard from other travelers, Kyrgyzstan is not a very card-friendly country, so you will need cash. There are of course two possibilities. When you ask whether it's a euro or a dollar country, well, it's a dollar country. So if you intend to exchange any money and there are no Kyrgyz soms in your exchange bureau, then well, bring some dollars. But I prefer to do it otherwise. I will still bring some emergency dollars with me, but I have this thing, the REVOLUT card, and it's a very useful tool. It has really zero fees all around the world for paying by it and also by withdrawing from any ATMs worldwide. Unfortunately, this one is MasterCard, and there is only one bank in Kyrgyzstan that allows you to withdraw money from ATMs with MasterCard, so it's very useful to have Visa as well. But if you get this card, you will avoid any unnecessary fees for withdrawal. You will find a link down in the description where you can apply for the card online and you will get it completely for free, so go use it. And I'm not sponsored by it, I just think that's like the most amazing thing I have for traveling. Well, among others, I was considering I will need to buy some things, like first of all I will need some stronger external battery for my phone and especially for this thing, for my GoPro. So I will probably buy some, I don't know if this one. See, I have no idea what to look for, but I really need something that has this capacity. So let's see. I will probably need to exchange battery in my iPhone as well, because it lasts like 3 hours without anything. So because it lasts like 3 hours without charging, so I'll need to spend some money for that as well. But this is one thing. But one other thing that I want to show you is I want to buy this thing. I'll go for it tomorrow. And this is very cool because it's the filter for water. It looks like Kyrgyzstan is an unspoiled natural beauty, which it actually kind of is, but you need to understand, or you need to take under consideration that when you will be somewhere in the mountains, there will still always be some cows above you, and they will just shit and piss into the rivers, so it's kind of good to have some water filter. And it will probably be useful in other countries that I want to travel to, so I will just buy it. If you are scared of the price, it's not in dollars, so don't worry. This is like, I don't know, $50, something like that. 50 euro, I guess. Well, I also wanted to buy a drone because I thought that the views of Kyrgyzstan from the bird's angle would be great, but well, unfortunately the problem is they're actually banned in Kyrgyzstan, so if you ever plan to go there, don't bring it with you, because they will probably take it from you at the border crossing if they find it. And even if they don't, it's illegal to use it in Kyrgyzstan, so, well, don't try it. Right, so we're traveling there kind of off season, so I'm not really sure what weather I should expect. I was like checking the weather in Kyrgyzstan a few days ago, and it was looking like it was something between +9 to -38 degrees Celsius, so I'm really not sure what to expect. I will probably need to bring my flip-flops and also some winter shoes and winter jacket and I don't know. See, probably in the cities like in Osh or in Karakol it will be okay, but when we get higher in the altitudes it will probably be still snowy and will still probably be kind of a shitty weather, so I will probably need to be ready for all kinds of weather in the span from I don't know, really deep freezing to high above zero. And now I'm really misleading because like these 38 degrees minus Celsius that I saw, it was like on the top of Peak Lane, which is, I don't know, like 7,000 meters above the sea level, so it's like Everest light, so of course there is really freezing, but we will not get that far, I promise you, so I'll probably not need some mountaineering equipment. But when you're cold, you can always kill a yak and skin it, get its skin around you, or get inside, like in Star Wars. Do you know Star Wars? You can find it in the upper right corner, because of course you need me to tell you about Star Wars, right? Alright, so let's go and test it. As you can see, we have the best weather that can be, freezing rain, so I guess that's the perfect preparation for Kyrgyzstan. Oh, I'm gonna hate this trip, aren't I? Let's hope I'm negative. The things we do for love. Alright, so I was thinking I will bring this with me. You could see it probably. I had it in Egypt, I had it in Kenya. But the thing about Kyrgyzstan is, well, the roads are not the best and we will not be spending any time in the city when I don't count Bishkek. So this is actually kind of, well, not very useful. So I will have to buy some large bag that I will check in as a luggage, and then I will have some smaller bag with me in the plane. But still, if you come to Kyrgyzstan, well, don't bring this thing. Not the most useful thing in the world, really. Alright, so I really hope that you found this video useful. As you can see, traveling to Kyrgyzstan, even now early in 2021, is not a big deal. There are some things that you need to keep in mind, but other than that, it's kind of easy. One thing, keep in mind that half liter of beer costs the same as half liter of vodka. So if you really want to get wasted, don't buy beer, buy vodka, but it's really not an option for me. And here's one thing, if you really want to hike in the high mountains above, let's say 4,000 meters above the sea level, really don't come in April, because the season actually starts somewhere in June, so that will be really better for you. But other than that, I believe we will enjoy it. I hope that you will stay with me for it. And if you enjoyed this video and if you found it helpful, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out my other social media, check out my previous videos, go search through my channel, maybe you will find something helpful, and see you in Kyrgyzstan. Have a wonderful day.